Hello everyone, I'm Nate and welcome to my channel. Today I have an opportunity to talk about a prototype yo-yo. This is the 50/50, one of 5 right now that I have in my hand. This is from Patrick Dressel, also known as Hobby God. If you don't follow him, you should be. He's got some great tricks. You definitely should check him out. Good inspiration for some of your tricks as well. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about this 50/50, this prototype, and let's just get into it. Yes, I'm in a different scenery today. I'm in our office here. I have people working outside right now painting my house, which is exciting. It's like feeling like getting a new house. So yeah, they're outside making lots of noise. So I'm inside here, and hopefully we can get this filmed without too many child interruptions. Anyways, kids are the worst. So the 50/50, it gets its name because it is equal diameter to equal width. Right? So let me see, I have the paper here. We got some specs here. Diameter is 50 millimeters, so it is an undersized yo-yo. Definitely does not feel like that in the hand because of the width. So then of course the width is 50 millimeters as well. And then the gap is 4.45, so a fairly aggressive wider gap. 6061 aluminum. Weight is at a very light, nice weight of 59.8 grams. Even in the hand, it does not feel that light. So, you know, has some inspiration maybe from a few yo-yos that have been around this last year or 2 years. But this is the first organic of its kind. I love that shape there. I love the profile. That width is really nice at 50 millimeters, so it's gonna fit the hand really nicely. And it, like I said, it doesn't feel, the diameter does not feel like an undersized yo-yo. This feels more like in that 52, 53 kind of range, even though it's not. It's kind of deceptive just because that 50/50 sort of design, or 1-to-1 design rather. All right, so let's take a look at the bowls here. I like this green, by the way. It's really nice and bright. That's what the prototypes came in. I'm sure there will be other options, probably, I don't know, for the production run. It's got a little spike in there. I have noticed, I've tried to Matador with that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not quite long or sharp enough to just do a Matador or pull start with that. Maybe that's one little thing. You know, Patrick and I were messaging back and forth to saying, hey, what's anything that you would change on this, since it is a prototype? What would you maybe kind of, you know, confirm for production? So yeah, I like the bowls. Are nice and deep though, so you're gonna be able to pull off some finger spins. It's got a little bit of a hook there, so you can be able to pull off an IRG. Particularly, I love the design of that gap. Really nice there. Sorry if you're getting a lot of glare from my light here. I'm not able to push it back as far as I wish. But anyways, so the gap there is pulled up quite a bit. You have this little line here as well that's gonna help, kind of like, not really a smooth groove, but a little bit like that. Because it's not quite in the actual gap. It's more on the outside, so it's more of an aesthetic thing. But it kind of curves up just ever so slightly, like the smallest amount of like an H shape. Like, it's not an H shape yo-yo, but it has just an ever so slight turn. So it has like a, I don't know, 2% H shape to that O shape. Anyway, so, but definitely organic in nature. Nice and rounded, nice and just bubbly. Yeah, really comfortable, very comfortable in the hand. That width is gonna be really comfy as well. Blast is nice, pretty standard matte sort of blast that you're getting from a lot of the shops out there right now. And yeah, really nice design. I like that weight. It definitely, in the hand even, and I'll talk about that more in the string, it does not feel like 59, a little under 60 grams. It's very nice and light. You may potentially lose a little bit of spin times with that, but then you're also not going to get that nimble playing feel. So it's kind of a toss up, maybe a little bit. All right, let's go play it, see how it plays on the string. Man, I really like the feel on the string. So the weight on this is that just a little under 60 grams. So it's on the lighter side. It doesn't feel like it. I don't feel like I'm losing spin times. It does have a nimble feel in the hand, but it's not super light feeling. And it's not super floaty either. The diameter on that is small, so you're gonna have a a really nice yo-yo for more of those tech tricks that you're kind of trying to find smaller pockets for. Now the width in that might mess some of that up a little bit, but overall, man, it's a really comfortable, really fun yo-yo. It doesn't feel too gimmicky. I feel like sometimes when you do something that's a little bit unique, like a one-to-one kind of thing, is it gonna play well, right? And this one does. I hope he produces enough of these that is gonna actually fit the demand, because I think you guys are gonna really like this yo-yo. Let's go ahead and throw some of those standard tricks out, see how it plays. The gap on this is a little bit of that more wider gap, a little bit of a more competition friendly. So, you know, string wraps you should not have a problem with. But sometimes with that wider gap, you're kind of losing on binds, and I'm not feeling like I'm losing, you know, losing a bind here or there, or having to overcompensate for that. Regens are actually really nice on this too. It's got good stability just because of the width of it as well. All right, yeah, Eli hops are no problem. So I have a lower ceiling here, so I can't really hit all the way up, or at least I could, but I don't feel confident in doing that. I have to send this around. Yeah, by the way, I forgot to talk about this. I'm not gonna be the only one talking about this exact yo-yo. It's gonna go on to another YouTuber, reviewer. I'm not sure who actually next, but be on the lookout for other reviews, so don't just take my word for it. Hopefully others will concur what I'm saying here. It's an interesting shape for maybe something more competition focused, but let's try to do some horizontal if I can in here. It's kind of tight walled here, but all right, it fell down because I have a closet here and I didn't want to hit it, but I could tell even just from something like a simple banana tone over, if I just kind of do some merry-go-round whatever with it. Oh geez. Anyways, if I do something like that, I can tell the stability on that. It's actually going to do really well for something like horizontal play. It's not going to be a super competition focused yo-yo or performance based yo-yo, but it does really well for an organic yo-yo. I think because of that width and that gap that's kind of unique, has that like 5%, I'm going to say 5% H shape, because it does have, it reminds me of just that kind of that scallop there that you see there. It has a little bit of a H-shape-esque sort of gap, but enough that you have to kind of inspect that a little bit more to see that. I told you that I couldn't quite get a finger spin, or not a finger spin, but a matador pull. Yeah, it's just not quite sharp enough. I think that would be maybe one thing, possibly. It's not like that's a game changer to not have a spike, but I feel like maybe if you're gonna have a spike on it, maybe go as far as lengthening it, sharpening it, so that you can do that just as an option. All right, let's do finger spins here, see how it does for that. It does okay, yeah, it rolls kind of around. Again, if you had that spike, you might be able to just kind of do that and kind of balance it on the spike and just give you another option. Should have no problem hitting that I or G. Yeah, it's a very, very stable yo-yo. You can definitely tell that with regens. Yeah, I feel like you have control of it. The more I play it, the more I've had it for about a week or so, a little bit more. The more I've been playing this, the more I'm seeing how like just a fun yo-yo it is. This has just got a lot of fun quality to it. It's a yo-yo that you're gonna wanna pick up and just kind of just have a longer session with. That's just gonna be a lot of fun to play. I can see this fitting Patrick's style though, in particular. If you watch his tricks on Instagram and so on, I can see where this is gonna fit his style. I mean, essentially it's kind of like his signature yo-yo, really, right? If he's making it, and I don't know if his plan is to make more yo-yos in the future, but he's hit a good one. And this is just the prototype, first prototype. So man, really good. So good job, Patrick. I'm a fan of it. I'm looking forward to playing the production run. If anything changes, you know, I'll do a review of that potentially as well. And yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So that's the 50/50. That's my look at it. Again, this will be going around to other reviewers, so be on the lookout for those as well. So don't just take my word for it, but this is a win. Good job, Patrick. I think you did fantastic. It's a really fun yo-yo. And yeah, you nailed it. Good design, clean, and unique enough, but still very, very playable. All right, that's gonna do it for my remarks about the 5050. Until the next one, later.